In the village of Uteku, a baby girl was born. Her name was Naraya. Her mother, Mamasita, heard her closely and smiled, but her father, Baba Oguno, frowned. This is not a boy, Baba Oguno said. What can a girl bring to this family? Naraya grew up under her father's disapproval. Baba Ogunono was the village blacksmith and he had hope for a son to carry on his work. Instead, he barely looked at Naraya. One day, while playing by the riverside, Naraya heard a voice in the wind. Naraya, your path is not what they think. It's a whisper. She looked around but found no one. Days passed, the villagers gathered at the annual festival of Uteku. Drum beats, dancers, and stories of our ancestors was told. Naraya sat at the edge of the crowd, feeling left out. A mysterious woman arrived at the festival. She wore a colorful shawl and carried a staff. She looked directly at Naraya and said, "You child, we are born for greatness, though your road will be rough." When Baba Oguno heard the prophecy, he laughed in exclamation. He said, "Greatness. But she just a girl?" He scoffed, sank. But Mama Sita heard her and whispered, "Don't let anybody dim your light, child. Don't let them dim your light. You are born for a greatness and you will live to testify your greatness. Child, I pray you live to testify." The next morning, Naria found a small wooden box outside their hut. Inside was a strange necklace with a growing bead. She felt a warmth in her heart as she put it on. That night, Naria dreamt of a deep forest. She heard the same voice from the river. "Come to me, child. Your journey begins here." Naria told Mama Sita about the dream. Her mother warned her, "The forest is dangerous. Stay away." But Naria felt the pull. One evening, Naria slipped out of the hut and walked towards the forest, the necklace growing faintly lighting her path. In the forest, Naria was startled when the trees began to talk. "You are brave to enter here, little one," they said. "But are you ready for the trial?" Naria came to a river that shimmered like a glass. A voice said, "Tell me, who are you?" Naria hesitated, but then replied, "I am Naria, and I seek my purpose." The river allowed her to pass. As Nyara was allowed to cross to the other side, a hyena appeared. "If you want to go further, you must solve this riddle," it said, his eyes twinkling mischievously. The hyena ridicule was tricky, but Nyana used her wits to solve it. "Well done," the hyena said, hopping away. As the hyena said, "Your mind is sharp." Nyara met a tortoise seated by the riverside. "The path ahead is hard, young one," it said, "but your heart is strong. Remember not to bat or fought in your way. But also remember, not all battles are fought with strength." Back in Oteku, the villagers whispered about Naraya's disappearance. Baba Ogunoro was furious, but Mama Sita prayed for her daughter's safety. Naraya climbed a steep hill and met a growing spirit. "You carried a great burden, child," it said, "but it will lead you to a greater change." Naraya faced a fragrant, a storm on the mountain. She almost turned back, but the necklace growing brighter, giving her strength and pathways. Naraya returned to the village, but she was different. She carried herself with confidence and the growing necklace made the villagers curious and begin to wonder what has actually happened and what change have she made for herself. Baba Ogunono mocked her. "You think a growing twinkle will make you special? Prove your worth," he demanded. Naria was asked to compete in the village forthcoming competition, a contest traditionally made for the boys. The elders hesitated but allowed it. Naria secretly practiced against the competition with guidance from the king and the elders who believed in her. At the next festival, Naria faced the biggest challenge yet, providing herself in the front of the entire village. The mysterious old woman from the previous festival returned, offering Naria advice. Naria's creation was breathtaking, a strong and a beautiful braid that grows faintly, just like her necklace, was given to her. The villagers were stunned. Baba Ogunono couldn't deny Naria's skill. The night after, Naria dreamt of her ancestors. They told her she had brought honor to her family and to the entire villagers and the people of the Uteku village. Baba Ogunona apologizes to Naria. I was wrong, he said. Please forgive me, he said. You have shown me what true strength is. Naria learned that the necklace was a gift from the forest spirit meant for someone who is destined to lead. Naria became the first village female blacksmith, inspiring other girls to follow their dreams. The elder invited Naria to join the village council, a position of a great honor. The next festival was dedicated to Naria, who lit a ceremonial fire that symbolizes hope and change. Storytellers began sharing Naria's journey, ensuring that her legacy would live on. The forest voice whispered to Naria once more, saying, your journey is just beginning. Naria smiled, ready to whatever laid ahead. She knew she was born in the right place at all the time. Naria felt a restlessness in her heart. The voice from the forest urged her to leave Oteku village and explore the wider world. The flame in you is meant to light many paths, it whispered. Nadia hesitated to leave, but Mama Nasita encouraged her. The world needs you. The world needs your strength. My daughter, go and show them what Uteko has raised. The villagers hosted a festival for Naria, celebrating her courage and success. Baba Ogunole gave her his final tools, saying, may they serve you as you have served us. Naria traveled to a bustling market where traders from faraway land shared goods and stories. She met a kind merchant named Dalu who taught her about trade and craftsmanship. In the market, other blacksmiths grew jealous of Naria's skill. They challenged her to forge a blade that could cut through stone. Naria worked so hard, combining the knowledge from Oteku and what she learned from Dalu. Her blade was not only sharp but beautifully crafted, winning the respect of her rivalry. Naria journeyed to the village known for its magical drumming. She learned how the rhythm could guide people's hearts and inspire unity. A young drummer named Lumu told Naria about a hidden cave filled with ancient secrets. Together they ventured inside and found a craving that spoke of a great destiny. The cave was so protected by a spirit in form of a giant eagle. It tested Naria's brave by creating illusion of her deepest fear. She passed the test, earning his blessing. Naria traveled to a distant town celebrating the festival of the wind. There, she met Zuba, a distant guide who taught her how to navigate challenges using intuition and patience. During her travels, Naria began to doubt her purpose. She wondered if she was truly destined for greatness or if she was chasing a fleet of dreams. In a small village, Naria met an elderly man named Adako who reminded her the journey itself shaping the leader, not the destiny, and not his destination. This word renewed her spirit. Naria arrived at a village suffering from a drought and despair. Using her skills as she helped them repair their tools, taught them to forge better equipment, and encouraged them to unite for survival. One night, Naria dreamt of a magnificent bird fire. The bird spoke to her, saying, your kindness lightened the darkened places. Take my feather as a symbol of hope. She woke to find a growing feather in her hand. After many years, Naria returned to Utekua village. She was no longer just a blacksmith girl. She was a leader, a healer, an inspiration. The villagers welcomed her with open arms, and Baba Ogunono proudly declared, Naria, you are the greatest gift our family has ever received. Morals in this story teaches us the cultural heritage and most important, perseverance. Please like and share. Thank you.